40 below on the Chattanooga. Good thing that I did all that work to the cabin before I left this fall. The chinking and the extra work on the front door to seal it up tight. It's working very well. The cabin is staying nice and toasty, 60 to 80 degrees depending upon how high I crank the stove up. You can see the stove is starting to look more like a piece of modern art than an actual wood stove. It has so much foil wrapped around it, but it seals it up nice and tight, keeps it from leaking too much air and burning out my wood too fast. See, my preheating my mucklucks there to head outside and haul some wood. I got my snow bucket there, pretty much constantly melting snow for water right now. About the easiest thing to do since the stove's always running. Doesn't not wasting any heat. It works pretty good. You can see my bedmate there, bunkmate, not doing a whole lot. She is chasing off that squirrel that broke in here and made a heck of a mess though. That's kind of nice. Hopefully it won't come back in here again and it's stuff thrown all over the place. But I'll show you around outside. I piled up a whole bunch of snow around the cabin to help insulate that lower level there. And it's quite comfortable out here, and excited to go out and actually haul some wood in here. Made some trails out on the lake to the island, the island there, and then to the shoreline out there to haul some deadfall and standing dead that I'd cut down yesterday when it was still 30 below, and now it's about 40 below, so chainsaw's not going to work so well. I'm not going to challenge it. But I'll haul that wood back here and then cut it up when it warms up a little bit more. Let's see outside here. Trails that I've tamped down with the snowshoes, but when it's this cold, no wind. So 40 below doesn't feel too bad. And you can see where some sealing needs to be done on the along the roof there, but that's all needs to be replaced next year anyways, since I didn't get to the replacing that broken ridge pole. But we'll get to that one time next year, most likely. You can see all the snow piled up on the cabin here, a couple feet up there, and I'll continue to do that. I'll haul some more in the sled, but I pretty much picked everything up really close to the cabin here. Swept it up onto the that's helped. The floor is much warmer now than it was originally. Wood pile slowly going down, but I left myself this pile here to split yet before I left, and then those to cut out. Most of those probably just cut and throw right in the stove. I have other wood out on the island here. Some trails going out there. I'll be able to pull a sled and bring back some 3-4 foot sections. And then when it gets a little warmer, I'll fire up the saw again and buck those up, split those. Squirrel hound out here. My little troublemaker at bay. He got in there and he had mushrooms stashed in all my clothes, and took all my instant oatmeal and put it in my shoes. It was just quite a mess, and tried to keep that little guy out of there. Pain in the butt. It's not too bad out here, especially without any wind. See, my little generator spot here is melting a hole in the ground, and that's the original box it came in, which I'm using to help insulate it in the cold weather. It's a bear to start when it's chilly like this. It doesn't like to pop out, but when it warms up it seems to run fine. I can run it without a problem for a couple hours, but trying to save fuel. Don't want to run it too much today. I might not run it just to save fuel. It's gorgeous. It's quiet. Dead calm. Dead calm. You can see this is the peak of the midday sun. Kind of like twilight. This is what is it? 3 in the morning looks like during the summer. Funny. It's about noon now. And we got a couple hours of light left, so best to be getting at it, hauling my wood. Well, here's what a couple hours at 40 below looks like. Developed a little bit of frost in my beard, on my eyelashes and all that fun stuff. This is what I ended up doing a couple hours. Hauled spruce and birch over from the island there. Still got a bunch more spruce that has to come over. And maybe a couple sticks of that birch. Some of it looked kind of rotten, so might not want to use that. Burn up too fast. Sled's working good. I can haul about 12 feet spruce per load. Nice and heavy. Good workout. I like it. You know, come up the little hill there and gets the blood pumping. Keeps you warm at 40 below. Well, I think I'm gonna go in and make some stew. Relax a little bit. Warm up. Checking that dog.